Contreras.
We continue with the action at the inaugural Freedom Fight Night presented to you by HJR Global Services, Real America's Voice, Factum Financial, Let'sGoBrandon.com, and streaming live and exclusively on Cloud Hub. This bout, 3 rounds at a catch weight of 195 pounds. Our judges are Lorenzo Toledo, Hector Gomez, and Vicente Rodriguez. In charge of the cage, referee Alan Abeles. Presenting first, the fighter standing in the blue corner and representing Team Rampage. He enters wearing gray camouflage and weighing in at an official 195.5 pounds tonight. He enters the cage for the second time as a pro with a record of 1 victory. Representing Memphis, Tennessee, Danny, left hand to God, Barlow. Across the cage in the red corner and representing Team Tito, he weighed in at an official 196.5 pounds. Tonight, he enters the cage in search of his first pro victory with a record of 0-2, fighting out of Miami, Florida, Lazaro Navajita Perez.
So there we have it. They're set and ready. The cage door is shut. Lazaro Perez in the red corner, taking on Danny. Left hand to God.
Fighter, you ready? Fighter, you ready?
The blue corner with the gray and white camo shorts. Me, Brian Lacey, alongside Frank Mir. This is Freedom Fight Night. This is a catchweight bout set at 192 pounds. Oof. And Lazaro, Frank, really has nothing to lose, right? He's going to step in there. He's kept this fight alive. And he's also dangerous. You look at some of his fights. His last amateur fight, he knocked someone out pretty much with a jab. You can see the athleticism of Danny Barlow. Look at the movement, how light he is on his feet, how loose he is in there.
And he's putting himself in position to do so. He's not leaning over. See how he's keeping his weight right between his feet? He's able to be athletic, and that's why he's lifting his knees up so well. Movement there. He stepped back, switch stance, and came forward with a jab. Phenomenal movement. That's great technique.
Very much credits his coach there in the corner, Brian the Law Hall. Been a big factor in just how he's applying his natural abilities to fighting. Oh!
He tried to do a straight lead to the body there. Couldn't quite see, but nice setup, good strategy. He changed levels again, gave the same look, almost like a baseball player showing the same mannerism with his body as a pitch, but instead of the fastball, all of a sudden came a changeup. There you saw he went to the body, then he changed levels again, showcased the same movement, but instead of going there, he tried to come up top. That's great strategy on his part.
Yeah, he's also very good at baiting fighters in. He's good off his back foot. I've seen a number of fights where he's caused damage as fighters chase him to try and do damage with their big hooks. He catches a beautiful left hand. Oh, nice shot from Perez.
Yeah, Perez is working forward. He just, because of the switch stance and movement there, Barlow is having a harder time to be able to get in, but Perez has tried a couple times. He's done a good job of using that inside leg kick and then steps forward and switch stances, trying to make sure.
Oh, he's making it messy as well, right, Frank? That's what he needs to do. Oh, but Barlow's taking him down. Look at that takedown, the speed, the
I thought
switch.
Barlow was going to go ahead and back out and try to keep it on his feet. I think he saw an opportunity to go ahead and impose a little bit more of his will. Great job. Look, great position in a fight. Even if you're a good striker, a better striker than your opponent, be on top for a little bit in the side control position that he's at is a very good exchange, allows you to catch your breath, regroup, do some damage, score points with the judges, and reestablish what your game plan is going to be.
2 minutes and 35 seconds now left in this first round.
And he's getting to rest and use his weight on top of Perez. So he's able to breathe. And right now, you see what he's doing with the form? Oh, he's in the beat-down position. This could be bad.
That Crucifix spot.
Yep.
Now those elbows coming down.
If he's able to keep those arms secured, it's going to be bad.
Oh, he's going to trap that right arm now around the back of his head. That opens up these elbows.
Perez needs to get his legs. See how he's wrapping up? He needs to use his feet to wrap onto the ankle there of Barlow and pull him into half guard so he can take the weight off his arm. Use his legs to pull Barlow's left leg between his legs. Right now, he's not using his feet at all.
Barlow may be looking to grip Go for that Americana on the outside.
But distributing his weight. His arm's out, he just has to pull back through.
Oh, he's tapped! He's tapped the Americana finish there. Oh, Danny Barlow gets it done in one.
But you can come in if
Great
you want. He's
position,
fine.
side control there, established what we like to call the beat down position, crucifix position, and then locked up a very rarely, it's funny, it's one of the first submissions we usually teach in the gym, the Americana, the top wrist lock there, right? And that's what I couldn't take my pride. It was the top wrist lock you hit, right?
Yeah,
and
the
then,
Americana.
Yeah,
Americana.
yeah. And then rarely used though. It's because it's difficult to get to pull off against a trained fighter. But he was able to establish a position, the beat down, the elbows, was able to get in there and locked up, and it's a vicious hold that Perez had to tap to keep him damaged to the shoulder.
Superb stuff there from Danny Barlow. Was unsure whether he'd be able to compete. Was so grateful to Lazaro Perez for taking the fight, for giving the opportunity, and he gave him a fight, my goodness. There was moments there where Perez was stepping forward, causing problems, but once it got to the mat, once Danny Barlow got that top position, he was able to sustain it. And we'll look now at the replay. This is Perez coming forward. He had that tie plum clinch. Big shots from Barlow. That was the nice trip, and once he got on top, and look at that, look at the angle, the torque on that. No escape, an instant tap from Lazaro Perez. Phenomenal stuff from Danny Barlow. Checks on his opponent, brings him back to his feet. Now let's get his arm raised. To do that, let's hand it to Lupe Contreras.
Ladies and gentlemen, the blue corner secures a submission with an official time of 3 minutes, 16 seconds of the opening round. Your winner by way of tap out. Representing Team Rampage, Danny, left hand to God, Barlow.
Danny, phenomenal fight there. Came out there, it's kind of hard to prepare for a guy. I know we always talk about the guy taking the fight on short notice, 24 hours, but then now you have to prepare for an individual that's only you've known about for 24 hours. How was your mind coming into it?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I had to give all this to my coach. But first thing first, before I answer any question, man, all glory to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, man. That's why I do this. That's how I can do this. That's what keep my mind at peace when I do this. It's a crazy sport. But I had to give all that mental stuff to my coach. I just knew I had to fight. Then the thing about it's a lot of stuff went on with me too. I cut the 170. Then I had to pick up opponent at 195. So it was a lot that he had to deal with, but that's why we came all the way from Memphis to show us how we get down. That's how we do.
That was great there. Your striking was sharp, moving around footwork. But then the top position, when you establish a takedown, you went into a top crucifix, beat down position. I guess we all have different names for it. But then you got to establish those elbows. I thought you were going to finish it that way. You whipped for the top wrist lock. Is that a position you like?
Yeah, bro, anywhere the fight take me, we can do it. Standing up, it's just a lot of people. At least I feel like I can end it easier, end it faster. We here as a team, it ain't about me tonight. It's about us getting these dubs. That's it. I ain't want to waste no time. I want to make it for show. And that's how you make it for show.
That was awesome. Great job tonight. Your winner, Danny Barlow. Phenomenal fight, man. Look good out there. Hey guys, a special treat right now, a huge privilege here. Obviously, former heavyweight champion of the world, 1984 U.S. Olympian, probably the greatest cruiserweight also of all time. One of the greatest heavyweights, Evander Holyfield. Wow. You celebrated a new marriage. How are things going?
Everything is great, great.
So here, obviously, you see our message here about bringing in our youth to make sure that they admire and respect warriors. You've always been very involved in the youth of boxing. Same mindset. Do you like the approach we're getting? Trying to get the guys out there, obviously, not everybody has to love to be a rapper, an Instagram model, but trying to get them to be fighters, MMA guys, boxers.
Well, yes, I guess the most important thing is that when you train, you take care of your body, you're going to be more healthy, and you're going to inspire your other kids to do well.
That's awesome. I'm glad, and you're definitely a representation of staying healthy. Pleasure to have you here tonight. Again, the champ, Evander Holyfield. Wow.
So there we have it, Evander Holyfield in the cage, in the house, speaking to the one, the only, the legend himself, Mr. Frank Mir, after what they just witnessed here, which was this man, Danny Barlow, getting it done in one. against Perez. Phenomenal performance for him. And look at that Americana to finally get that finish.